Right, let's go on, because I teased it. The obvious first really crazy matchup of 2025 was we already got it. We got the GenG Hanwha Life matchup. And what's amazing about this one, right, is, dude, this reminds me so much of last year. Because you remember last year when they made the GenG super team, and everyone was like, whoa, it's a super team though. So like, they probably take them time to warm up and ramp up. And then straight out the gate, they were just blasting. Immediately, they were just coming out. Bro, this is why I do absolutely go way too ham on crazy name value when you're still in your peak. Because the kind of game that they had, especially like the second game, Yamato, against Hanwha looks like a fabulous roster. If GenG didn't exist, I'd say that's the team that should golden road and win everything. But the problem is, the romance of those names isn't just in my mind, Yamato. Holy fuck, when their hands are all firing, is it going to be hard to beat this team? Like, you know what I said about T1, they can't play standard? This team could probably play standard and just knock anyone the fuck out. They have got crazy punching power. Like every time Hanwha was in like a close fight, it would just be like a wipe all of a sudden out of nowhere and the game's over. This is nuts. I feel like Hanwha look shit in a way they're probably not. Like, who can handle this GenG team, mate?
It was absolutely crazy because it's like the biggest thing which was missing with FaZe was when the draft moved you in a direction where FaZe needed to drive the game. It became very dangerous. It's like he was in many spots, many times, many famous moments where he needed to be the one stepping up to the play. And you can make a montage of those moments in game 5s, game 4s, where it was a deciding moment and he just couldn't pull through. And that's fine and all, like in the context of who he is, because he's very early on in his career. But Ruler is that guy. I think that second game, it was like the closest experience I felt to JDG 2023 because everyone was bought in to the idea of
it was sick, weren't they? It
was crazy. It was just JDG 2023 through and through. It's like in terms of how even a player like Chovy played. It's like he played the tank Galio. Like we've seen his Galio in the past, but that was the AP Galio that like one-shot you with the flash, with the W flash. This one was, he was like building space, he was creating space, making sure that his Jinx survived against a composition that is very hard to survive against. It's like, I always say this thing on stream, it's like, oh, this guy needs to play like Prime Ruler to carry this game. Because like in this game, there was Vi, Aurora, Rakan, Ornn, Tristana, like everything designed to kill something that is immobile in a world where there's no longer any Gale Force. And the way they play the fights together, it's kind of like they showcased already so early on, like this was the missing piece from last year. Look at what we have. And just, there it is. They play a hard carry bottom lane style with Ruler playing Jinx and of course Duro playing Lulu. I think it was just a beautiful game.
I always think the reason why people who are maybe very casual fans don't understand why all the experts I know think JDG 2023 is unreal, mate. Like a lot of people even agree with me that a lot of us think they're the best team ever, mate. As in, if you had to pick one team to drop in a game in a random meta, I think that's the team that could win because first of all, they do 5-5v5 front-to-back team fighting. That's always worked in League of Legends history. But also, this is one area I want to almost like pull back the curtain. You can't really coach that style of team fighting, guys. No one actually was really sitting down in a VOD review like an old Jack team fight breakdown and going, see, when he does that, you're going to commit. That's just like people intuitively playing off each other. And they just had the fucking blend, bro. Like, I don't know what it was. Like the way Knight and Ruler would play off each other in the team fight. Again, it's too fast. There's no way you could be calming that. And by the way, one speaks Chinese, the other speak fucking Korean. There's no way anyone was planning that out and charting it. They just had, it's like you just had the right pieces. They fit together and it just fucking, the result was beautiful. It looks like obviously very, very early doors on this, but there's a real potential for that roster in that sense. Now, I hope people realize now why. I almost say, even though it's insane because, yeah, Keria can be insanely impactful support, Mako. It almost doesn't matter as long as Duro isn't actually shit, as long as he's just all right. That's going to be enough. The rest of this team looks fucking so sick the way they fit together. Like, it's actually, like I say, it's kind of a dream because on paper, it looks amazing, but you never know. You never know. You never know who wants to play what way, if someone wants to change their style. This already looks, by the way, both in the result and in how they're playing. Like, this team looks like, I would bet behind the scenes this is already the best Korean team. I'll bet they just murk all the scrims. It looks like that, mate. They have that confidence right out of the gate.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think just Duro, I think it was just a perfect piece for them because in terms of what his responsibility is, it is just as you said, it's just be mechanically there. And Duro is a player now, like last year, he was top 3 on the Korean ladder. He was just destroying the ladder. Like on his debut when he was swapped in for Execute Jonghoon, then like he looked solid, nothing in particular, but that's what is necessary. It's like he doesn't need to tell his solo laners which waves to push or when to group or when he needs to look towards. Everything is just super easy. And in terms of how Duro executed the fights, Lulu looked fucking phenomenal. And also the Leona game as well, when he had the Nidalee on his side with the Ashe, also looked phenomenal. Those are the two sides of the coin that you want to have covered, when you think about a support. I do think like his first game against, in the other series where they played against, who was it? Was it the Fearex, I believe? They played against Fearex. That one was a little bit iffy, but at that point, it's like you performed against Hanwha Life. That's all that matters, That's all that matters. Like having fun against Fearex. I'm not gonna put too much stock into that. So the GenG hype train is really real because they already answered like the big question. It's like when I saw Ruler and Viper just auto-attacking each other on the same screen, like I just realized I haven't seen this shit for 4 years, man. Yeah. Like we've missed this shit. Like this has been very a long time coming to just see them basic attack each other and just seeing Ruler, you just like do like these little moments where he's spacing, Viper just a little bit. It was like that 1v1 moment where Viper took a chance on the Tristana, which I understood in terms of the game state, but Ruler just executing there and just winning the 1v1 was just so beautiful in many ways.
See more cool, funny, interesting clips based on topics from my content? Well, subscribe to this channel then, or, be a pleb and don't.